I've had a YouTube channel for probably 4 or 5 years now. Actually, it's possible it's longer than that. I think I used to record videos in my parents' dining room, so that's going to be easily 13 years. Okay, so with 2021 coming and some things being quieter and some things being busier, I decided to give it a go and make a proper vlog. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to talk about. Today I'm just going to talk about knitting and what I'm up to, and we'll see how it goes from there. I have tried my hand at travel vlogging, but with the pandemic, can't really go anywhere at the moment. So, let's start with finished products. That's probably the best one. So, I had been back at Fiberies probably about 3 or 4 years ago now. I bought the slow exposure shawl pattern by Catting. I'm going to murder this because it's Gaelic, but it's Catting Bake, something like that. I will check it. Details in the box. As you can see, so I think the original plan is that this bit is the same colour as your darker stripes here, but I decided to do it separately, and it's all finished. I got almost to the end and was running out, so the last, as you can see, the last row or so, most of the cast off is a slightly different yarn, but actually when you're wearing it you really can't tell. So that's that. Massive thank you to my mum for blocking it for me, because I don't really have the space. When it came to one of my projects in the summer, I ended up trying to block it outside in the sunshine, and then my friend was like, no, don't do that, because apparently the sun can fade your yarn, and if you leave it in the direct sunshine while it's blocking, because it's wet, it can fade the yarn even quicker, which I didn't know, which was good to know. Okay, so then we've got in progress projects. I'm similar to reading books, I'm the worst for starting something, getting distracted, and starting another project. Just like I start a book, get distracted and read something else. Usually because someone's gone, I love this pattern, give it a go. And I'm like, ooh, I might have to do that. And I might have to do that now. Okay. So, first we have this one, which is called the pie wedge shawl. So it's got short rows in it going one way. So short rows going one way, and then you reduce the number, you go back the other way, and gradually you get this pie shaped, or wedge shaped even. I'm desperately trying to video this while my 5-month-old has some sleep and his big brother is playing on the computer. So it could be a complete disaster, and one of them could end up interrupting me. Also, because I'm doing this on my laptop for the first time in a long time, I could be talking really quietly and you may not be able to hear me. So if that is the case, I could be recording this again. I guess we will see. So, on this particular one, when you get to the end of, when you get to your marker, you take your marker out, knit a couple of stitches back, okay, then place your marker again. I've just purled those stitches and they should have been knitted. That's not good. Okay, so let's try again. Okay, so you turn your work, you knit your stitches, place your marker, and off you go to finish the rest of that row. We'll come back to that later. That's the pie wedge shawl. Again, link in the below. I've only seen the pattern for that one on Ravelry, so I will look out to see if I can find it somewhere else, but otherwise it will be to Ravelry. I'm sorry. Okay. Next up we have in the llama bag, or maybe they're alpacas. I'm never entirely sure. There is definitely a difference, and I know there is a difference. Anyway, this is from Jibby Roo Sews, and I'm pretty sure I picked it up at Fibre East. It's like our local yarn show, so it's usually where I end up. So these are my socks, or a sock so far. A sock for the lockdown sock down KAL that I need to get it out of my head. Hannah from the Corner of Craft is running. The exciting thing is this is Magic Loop, and I've never done Magic Loop before. I did make some socks could have been last year, could have even been 2 years ago. And they were on the tiny circular needles for knitting socks. And they were fine, but they were so fine that I was trying to knit like this. And I really struggled with it. Whereas at least with it being a proper size needle, you feel like you've still got something to hold on to. Now, something I've learned from Hannah at the Corner of Craft is that I need to write down where I get my yarn and what the colourway is. So the Pie-Wedge Shawl is duck egg or mint, and it's Style Craft Special 4-ply. This one, I have no idea. It was in my stash. I don't think it's a sock yarn. I think it's a bit too chunky for a sock yarn, but I think they will work as boot socks to keep my feet warm when I'm wearing my wellies. So, we'll see. So yeah, so my plan is to try and remember to write down. Try to remember to write down where the yarn is and what the colourway is, and that kind of thing. And then the last, but no means least, project. This little project bag is from their name's gone out of my head completely. It's knitting, and they're based in Cambridge, but they had a store at Fibre East, and their name's gone out of my head. I will have a look, see if I can find it out and edit when I edit. Anyway, it has camper vans on it. I love camper vans. One day, maybe, I will have my own. I might have to save up for when they bring out the electric model. Volkswagen have definitely released a concept vehicle, but whether it'll ever be in my price range is another thing. I guess I just have to stick with our Zoe. So this one is going to be a blanket. The pattern is Malt by Tin Can Knits. Again, link in the bottom. Their pattern calls for Aran or worsted weight, but this I'm doing is double thickness of double knit. We've got Heritage something by Shawl, I think. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, Shawl Heritage DK, and the colourway is like a purpley magenta pink, which is really helpful again. And then the other one is the Hayfield Spirit in shade 0404, which I'm sure must have a name, but I don't know what it's called. So that is knitted. That's being knitted, held together, and it should be nice and snuggly, which will be really nice for my friend's baby. So those are my projects I've got on the go. I keep trying to decide about future projects, but I always get distracted. I would like to have time to make the boys some jumpers. I guess whether I ever get to that or not is another thing. So that's finished, and current projects. So future projects, I'm sure I had a list. Maybe I started a list, maybe I lost the list. I think there is a list. Hold on. Okay. So future makes, as well as a jumper for Jackson, a jumper for Rex, maybe some socks for Chris. I've got the Exploration Station by Stephen West on my list. thought I'd got more on my list, and this list looks really short. No, it must have ran away. I'm sure it will turn up as soon as I don't need it. Okay. So, podcasts and channels to watch. The thing with not going anywhere because of lockdown is that I keep finding myself falling down a rabbit hole, and I will find a new YouTube channel, and then I will decide I'm going to go back and watch like all the back catalogue. So that's what I've been working my way through at the moment. So my 3 recommendations of podcasts or channels you might want to check out if you like knitting or just general lifestyle stuff is The Corner of Craft with Hannah, Dynamo Simply Living with Megan, which is a new channel. She's lovely. I'm sure you will love her channel, so give it a go. And Betsy Makes, who's another local knitting lady. So, fattening up the stash or adding to the stash. I am currently trying to knit my way through my stash because I have a growing amount of wool. Just here in the kitchen, I can see 3 boxes. Yeah, 3 boxes just here. So I've been trying to get my way through my box, get my way through my stash rather than buy new stuff. But I figure if I'm given it, does it count? Does it count if I'm given it? Anyway, so for Christmas I was given 3 balls of Jarrell Pure British Wool Aran, machine washable, which would probably work quite well for a nice cosy jumper, I imagine. And it is, oh, it's Aran, I'll just open that. So I've got 3 balls of that. So that's definitely maybe a Rex jumper, maybe even a Jackson jumper, but we will see. I was then also given a Harry Potter crochet kit for Christmas from my brother and his wife, or my sister-in-law. Amigurumis, maybe. I have made one in the past, but I don't often have the patience for it. So this is one of those things that I may have to give a go just to say that I've done it. But there we go. So we have that kit. I also have, this one was purchased because my friend was getting rid of it. So this is by Billum, and they're hand-dyed natural yarns, and it's from Hungary. Yeah, hand-dyed in Hungary, one of a kind. It is got this gorgeous fade to it, and it's also got a bit of a sparkle, which is lovely. You can see, that way around, Billum. And yeah, it is lovely. Doesn't tell me what size it is, but I think it might be a 4-ply. So I feel like it needs to be a gorgeous shawl of some kind, because I can imagine it being a shawl. But it is so soft and squishy that I want to squish it all day long and not actually do any knitting with it. So yeah, that is a catch up. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed. I always talk with my hands. I hope you've enjoyed coming along on this catch up with what I'm doing. I'm hoping to try and do it once a month. The challenge is trying to fit around parenting 2 boys and lockdown learning and keeping track of the house and everything else. But I'm going to try and work on it. We can make it happen. We've got this. We have the technology. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, like, comment and subscribe. If you're new around here, that would be fab. And if you want to share too, that would be lovely. I hope it's all made sense, and I hope it's of interest. Okay, have a great day everyone. I see you soon.